Hi guys, and welcome back to Ron's Keto. Today we're going to be making a Yankee pot roast. This is for low carb. It wouldn't necessarily be for keto, but it could be if you swapped out the cranberry sauce for a low carb sugar version. Now, I hadn't realized at the time that I had made this that there was sugar in cranberry sauce. But the cranberry sauce was just put in there mainly to give it the flavor, and most of it just burnt off. So you'll need a little bit of onion powder, about a half a tablespoon, a little bit of garlic powder, and salt, pepper to taste. And then you're gonna need that's the salt, pepper, onion powder, and there's a little bit of thyme. That's the pepper actually, and now I'm putting in the thyme. And once you get it all in the little cup there, we're going to take it and we're going to swish it around with the end of the measuring spoon there. And I was just doing this as an experiment with the cranberry sauce. I was just researching roast beef recipes, and I happened to see this online through YouTuber. And that's just a regular can of store-bought cranberry sauce. It might be low on calories, but it does contain sugar. So, and then we're using fresh garlic today. So just be mindful of that. So if you're doing keto, you wouldn't be able to put that particular kind of cranberry sauce in, but they do have a low carb, no sugar-free version you can put in. So right now we're just taking the roast beef out of the package, and then we're going to pat it dry. And cooking time for this is going to be 5 hours on high heat on the slow cooker, and that's my central heating system kind of snapped on because it is cold and it's in the northeast, and yeah, so just don't mind that. And the original video that I posted, I had background music in it, and I could hardly hear my voice over the music, so I'm recycling these recipes because I plan on making this again very soon. This is a great Sunday dinner. All I had was just a roast beef that day. My wife ended up using a small little container of the potatoes that she had bought in the small little serve for one sizes, and she had that with that. But normally you could put carrots and potato right over the top of that and let it cook along with the roast beef. And yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just sprinkling the spices over the top, and then I'm going to rub it in real good. I did have gloves on that day. And find gloves right now if you're using it for meat especially. It's great when you just want to mix meatloaf and stuff and you don't get all that junk all over your hands. And then I was just trying to make sure I got everything all fully covered onto my placemat over there. And yeah, it's going along good. I just getting myself back on track. I lost a few pounds this week. I feel really happy about it. I now that we're into a new month there, and of course my goal in some of my previous videos is I want to get down to 200 pounds before August or September, and it's going to happen. But I'm just going to be patient and trust the process. Remember, weight loss is a slow process. It takes time. So there you have my roast beef just about all covered in the, it's kind of massaging it all into the meat. And then on the next video segment, I'm putting this into the slow cooker. And the slow cooker I got at Walmart's, by the way, for under $40. So it was a really good deal. And I love slow cooking. Most of everything in there except for I did try doing ground beef. That ground beef did come out all right, but I didn't care for the flavor that it just kind of like tasted weird to me on the flavor of the ground beef. So now I just, when I want ground beef, I'll but usually do in a regular frying pan. So this I'm just kind of getting the cranberry sauce up with the knife, and then I'm just kind of like squashing it all in, or kind of like rubbing it all over it. And if you follow this method, you should be fine. But just be mindful that cranberry sauce, regular cranberry sauce, does pack sugar and carbs, and I guess that's why we put on a lot of weight at Thanksgiving, because we don't realize all the hidden carbs that are there with the processed foods that we buy, and you have to be mindful and respectful of that, especially if you're trying to lose weight. I never forget one of the very first times I was losing weight in 2020, and I went to a birthday party, and they were blown away at me because I didn't eat any pastry or cake or ice cream or even potato with my meal. All I just had was beef and a healthy side green, and that was all I had that particular day. But boy, did I want to eat that stuff really, really bad. So right now it's just kind of like basically talking over the video and the original video, and then I'm going to be cutting up some fresh garlic that I had bought there and just peeling it, put it over top. I believe I used about half a dozen pieces of garlic. So now I'm just moving that out of the way, and then what I was doing on before too, I was thinking of just cleaning out the cutting board a little bit, and then I was cutting up the garlic. Now, I hadn't realized this, but you could just take the garlic the way it is, and you can put it in an aluminum foil and pop that baby in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, and actually roast your garlic and squeeze it right out of that whole thing. I've seen some YouTubers do that, so we'll probably try that at a later date. And then if you're using a lot of garlic all the time, you can already buy it already when it peels already off of it. It's about $4 or $5 for a whole container, and that's really a great option if you're like me and you don't want to, be dealing with all this mess, hula mess that makes when you're trying to clean, that garlic is very, very hard to clean. I've seen some other YouTubers take it and put it in the bowl and shake it to get all that junk off of it, and I was just kind of trying to do it the best that I can do with the garlic. But yeah, everything's going good. I just enjoy doing these videos for you. I got a lot of videos I'm processing over again because of the background noise and the music that you were hearing over the video, and a lot of complaints. People couldn't hear my voice and stuff like that. And I'm just doing okay, I get. And yeah. And of course, I went into work yesterday. Had a okay day. I just there was a conflict in scheduling for next week for one of my days off, so I'm going to be taking a night off from volunteering. So that's the garlic just right over the top, and then I sealed the lid really well, and showing you over here, I put it on for high heat for 5 hours, and of course after 5 hours we'll see how it comes out in a half a minute or so, and yeah, so let's continue on. Okay, so it's just about done at the 5 hour mark. And yeah, so we're going to take the lid off, and look at that, man. Boy, I tell you, I wish we can have smell-o-vision on the computers. So anyways, I didn't put any water in there or anything like that. That was from its own natural juices from the roast beef. And now it's just putting it in the bowl, and doesn't that look absolutely scrumptious? Oh my gosh. Even, this was the first time I made it this way, by the way, and my wife actually enjoyed it. We almost ate the whole piece of roast beef in one sitting between my wife and myself. I just had the meat the way it was. But this would make a terrific sandwich. Or if you're doing keto, you could probably put it on a couple of Shrinkables for a nice sandwich. You get some low-carb keto bread. Yeah, that's the other thing about the keto bread. Just be mindful of a lot of that, because it might say keto, but it's got a lot of ingredients in, and anything that's not keto is not really keto as far as I'm concerned. So you just got to be careful and mindful. Make sure you read the labels. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next recipe or Keto Cooking we're on. And have an amazing day.